guys. Had a lot of fun playing Demon Hunter on day one. It's incredibly strong. Um, it's so strong that no other class really comes close. I built this version uh, where the cards that I think are the strongest. I mean, everyone knows Skulls of Gul'dan is insanely strong, but the win conditions I would say are more this imprisoned. Uh, I can't even say Prison Antiturn and the Princess of Fury, and these cards are the insane game-winning cards. And right now, because getting those cards out win games, so the deck is really kind of built around getting a little chip damage here, a little there, using things like Ancestral Warblades to heal and control board, maybe getting a little face damage in, and then using these cards to win the game. Um, I found I didn't like the 2-1. I didn't like a lot of the cards that other people are running. I felt them just not as good as it just. And also, I did put in 2 Fellwings, which I found to be very useful because it's just very easy to get them off, and it's good. Often we're hitting face, like especially we do something like in prison, does 6 damage to face, 0 Fellwing. So even if you like, and also we have the high roll that's so easy to do, where we go Battle Fiend on 1, Hero Power on 2, 0 mana Fellwing. So I really like that, and people ask me a lot about the mulligans. Obvious mulligans, keep Battle Fiend, but and also I think almost always keep Skull of Gul'dan. It's just so broken right now. But I think one of the tricky, interesting things about the mulligan in this deck is that we want to be thinking about the outcast cards. So sometimes we won't keep a card even though we want to because we're afraid it's gonna like let's say I have ooze and it's on the far left, I probably won't keep it. Where if I'm on coin and it's on the far right, I probably will keep it because it's much less likely to immediately, if we have ooze on the far left, we're in this conundrum where let's say we have an outcast card on the left and we want to play it, but we can't because we're holding on ooze because we need it. So you want to be thinking about outcasts in a lot of situations. Sometimes, generally, I'd say twin slice. If you're playing against a certain aggro deck, and you think it can be a keep, especially if you have a good amount of value already. Maybe you have a well balanced hand. But let's say we normally wouldn't keep a twin slice, but let's say our second to left card is Skull of Gul'dan, and our left card is twin slice. Well, then we're almost always keeping it because it's on the left, so we can guarantee the Skull of Gul'dan on 5. So you really want to be thinking about your outcast potential. Spectral Sight is usually not a keep, but on the left I will keep it. But pretty much anything that isn't on the left. And then the Eye Beam tends to be really good on the left as well. So you're thinking about outcast cards. Outcast cards are super interesting and different in Mulligan. I originally wasn't running the double ooze. I was running another Raging Fellscream and Glaive Adept, but Glaive Bound Adept. But once the meta started happening, it was just all Demon Hunter, and the 3 mana weapon is incredibly strong. So I put those in, and my win rate went really up against Demon Hunter. It's just kind of if the meta becomes more balanced, which I think is unlikely unless a nerf happens, you probably wouldn't run 2 oozes. So if you're not playing 80% Demon Hunter, let's say you're playing 40% Demon Hunter, you might want to cut 1 or 2 oozes. If you're playing 25% Demon Hunter, which is still a lot, I'd cut both oozes. But just the fact is, there's just so much Demon Hunter right now, and that weapon is insane. So running the 2 oozes, it's kind of a balance of a warped meta. I could see that something changing and that changing, but for now, I think it's definitely right. But yeah, a lot of this deck is you're playing, you set up board, and also cards like Blade Dance are insane. I wasn't finding them insane towards the end of Demon Hunter, but I was finding in other matchups where our opponent makes this big board, and we go we have a blade, we bake it up, buff it up, do Ancestral Blade, just kill everything. And also know that the Outcast Alturi is insanely good. So we're using those. be thinking like you have to really be thinking in this deck about your positioning of your cards, and so you can't you think, oh, I'm going to use this, and then you realize, oh, now my outcast is screwed. So be thinking about how what you're going to play and how it relates to your next turn. If you're good at that, you're going to be good at this deck, and that's something I'm good at, where certain people aren't. So it's one of my strengths. So I find this deck very easy to play. But I was surprised like people are saying this. So I think that's the thing. Like thinking about what your next turn is. How are you? If we do this, how does it affect the outcast? Stuff like that, and you should be doing really well. I like if you're head plop in usually get a priestess or fury down, and that can just win the game. Often your opponent doesn't have an answer. She's insane, but also just imprisoned is insane as well. So, when you have a reasonable board and you can plop one of these down, it's or Skull of Gul'dan if I'm fishing for something, but I'd rather plop one of these big boards down as a sure thing. Unless I'm like, maybe I'm fishing for an ooze, maybe I'm fishing for a blade, we're head on board, we're behind on life. So that's kind of a lot of what I'm thinking about when I'm doing, just deciding between plays. So got some games, check it out. Had a lot of fun with this deck, and hope you like it. Thanks. Thanks, Snap.
This ends now. You dare speak to me?
You dare speak to me? It's good. But now I'm running double ooze, so I can beat it. I don't know what's better. Like it was like the one deck that was beating me. Like I still think I was beating it over 50%, but right now I put in 2 oozes, so it's about 1 raging and 1 glaive.
Time grows short.
I want to get the frenzied fellowing out here. Hey, I could have traded actually and gotten this for 1 mana. That was a mistake.
A blunder.
I really hope they play a 3 mana weapon here.
All I see is weakness.
Oof, this could be bad. Ooh, what a top deck. What a top deck.
Vengeance is mine.
Here we go.
They will never catch me.
See. Alas, poor warlock.
Yeah. I mean, it's killing it.
All I see is weakness. I see.
Do I keep imprisoned? Which way? Sometimes, yeah. I'm not sure if it's right, but it's something you want to keep. So it's kind of how greedy do you think you can get away with? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Demons.
Vengeance is mine.
Kobold sticky fingers would be fun. I know I did mess up where I went face to get the frenzied fellwing out, but I could have traded because I had 1 mana to use anyways. I don't know if you're referring to that because that was a mistake.
Vengeance is mine.
My blades will sing.
Vengeance is
I'm just gonna be safe here.
Do you see what must be done?
I swapped one of the 4 mana, like have a demon cost 1 less, and one of the there's another card I forgot. Ooh, this is great.
will regret imprisonment. Vengeance is mine.
The 4 one raging spell scream and one glaive bound adept. Let's see if this dies. Nice. You didn't want to see it die there.
Alas, poor warlock. Vengeance is mine.
Our enemies will fall.
I know. Hey, John Bray. Dude, I have no idea. Like, I'm convinced they don't test. I think they think it's fun. I mean, it kind of is for day one, something to be insanely broken, you know? Like, but I like just the dichotomy where priest, like any sort of card draw, is too strong. But, you know? Nani, thank you for the follow.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, I think so. I'm beating the OTK version. Now that I'm running double ooze, I feel like I'm crushing the OTK version.
Those without eyes truly see.
Time grows short. Now I am complete.
I mean, but how did like every like card get? It's not like that's the only one that's like.
My blades will sing.
I think keeping priestess is too greedy. We'll get Blade. Blade Dance is good against aggro. Oh,
A blunder.
hey Davos. I mean, yes.
Greet you.
That's the answer. Why did I hit face this time?
Vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine.
But bam. GG guys. And prison is too strong. We don't even need Skull Gul'dan. Like that's crazy. Skull Gul'dan's insanely broken. We don't even need it.
Not possible. Vengeance is mine.
Do you think a 4-mana oh my beer, right? Like wait guys, you have to wait 2 turns, so it's not actually good. Oh well we for the 5-mana 10/6, we better make sure it deals 10 damage randomly, otherwise it wouldn't be fair.
Bones of the fallen.
Oh, you know, this 3 health is gonna save them.
Alas, poor warlock. Vengeance is mine.
I've been doing the skull on the right instead of doing the priestess. I feel like just getting it reliably when we can is better. We can always just do our broken stuff next turn. Hmm.
Demons? Demons.
Do you see what must be done?
Vengeance is mine.
guys see that, Lethal?
Illidan versus Illidan.
This ends now. You dare speak to me?
You dare speak to me? Ooh, this is not. It's a good start. Got some weapons. We do some delayed tactics. Dude, it's insane, right? I need to post it and take credit for it. Before
Vengeance is mine. A blunder.
a blunder.
A blunder.
Give me credit. It's no heads. It's not me. He's making the cancer or the corona. Oh, I didn't play around Battle Rage. That's what my blunder was. I was wondering what they were saying I did wrong.
All I see is weakness. We're weak. Vengeance is mine.
They will never catch me.
But what's blur? Oh, that's the you don't take damage. You could just run lifesteal. It's way better. And this card's shit. You know, all of our top decks are good, so you don't need this. Every card is OP.
Vengeance is mine.
Are there any control decks? I don't think so. What control deck can beat like? There's no hands lock. No hands lock is like kind of a control deck, and it's probably the best non-demon hunter deck in the game right now because it can actually potentially has the chance of beating demon hunter. Ooh, I'm gonna learn my lesson and go Skull Gul'dan this turn while we still can,
Alas,
because it was so awkward that previous game.
vengeance is mine. You will regret it.
Ooh, dude, they played the first one. That's not good.
Unleash foul.
My blades will sing.
Now I am complete.
Ooh, that's rough. Ooh, that would be good, but Flooded Nation, thank you for the follow. I think we just actually I think I'd oh, actually
I
here's
grow impatient.
Frenzied Fell Week is super good, Abigail. It's just because it's 0 mana and we have so much card draw. Like it's incredibly useful. So no, I don't think it's not a card of I don't know what else to play. It's a good card. Oh, this is awkward. I wish I hadn't used all the stuff last turn. Okay. Okay. Oh, here's the play. We got a good play, guys. The Highland. Sometimes, yeah. I had days where just like my whole back, but I kind of read a book on back pain and it helped a lot. But I had a period of time where I was having trouble playing Hearthstone because of back pain from using this stuff. But it hasn't been hurting lately. It's kind of a long conversation, but that's yeah. This awaken next turn. I think we get him, kill him next turn, right? Oh wait, they got the 5 heal here. They dead. Holy crap. They don't have a way to kill this? They're just dead on board.
Fiend!
My blades will sing.
Illidan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine! This ends now!
Gee, Blade Dance is probably really good against Warlock. I think I'm gonna keep this too. Maybe I should have kept Skull Dude on. Actually, I probably should have kept Skull.
Vengeance is mine!
Hey Apex. Hey Kazi. Hey Iza. Hope you don't hit. Dude, it's not gonna be sleeping for long. I cut Kind. He wasn't. Well, he wasn't. I know, right? I don't know what I was doing next stitch. That's the thing. I'm blundering left and right with this deck, yet still winning. Dude, he doesn't do anything for us. Like, we don't need charge. Like, we don't need to go. I haven't seen a single taunt. Like, you know, we don't like. He's just like a 3/5, where everything else is broken. Like, if it becomes like a taunt meta, all right, change of things, you know. But it isn't a taunt meta right now.
Vengeance is mine!
I could have done a Fellwing there, but exclamation point deck. The GG card, guys. This card's just so insane. Hmm. How are they gonna stop this bull crap? Like, it's just not fair. And we have Metamorphosis ready to go. Like, ugh. Illegal. But seriously though. Thoughts on dude, I don't think he's that good. Like I could see him being in the right meta, but it's like he's just everybody he's a cool card. In the right meta he would be insane. But like, you know, we don't need to go through taunts. We can just kill the taunts. Yeah, dude, it's like I rated dormant cards so high in my rating. I was like 4, 4, 4, 4, and everybody's like, oh, 2 turns. Oh, oh, the 2 turns. I don't know. I don't know. It just like, oh, 2 turns. That's bad. Dude, I sound like such a prick doing that. 2 turns. Oh. All right, let's just win the game.
My blades will sing.
Guys, Sacrificial Pack will lose us the game at any moment. Don't worry. Don't worry for our opponent.
Alas, poor warlock. Vengeance is mine. Job's done.
Megatherian? I don't even know what that card. Wait.
My blades will sing.
Vengeance is mine.
Exclamation point deck, Ice Tortoise. It's. Wait, I'm gonna make a All right, guys. This is where Metamorphosis proves useful.
Now I am complete.
We beat this guy twice with our list.